All right, Beer Night followers. This is Steve and Chris.
And Zach.
And Zach. Don't forget Zach. He's chilling. This is a sports segment. He's chilling with the Indians logo right there, baby. Got the fucking beady eyes, too.
You couldn't just let the audience figure it out?
I gotta tell them. I gotta tell them, bro.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers. Hashtag art Guardians, too.
Guardians.
Guardians.
The Cleveland Guardians.
Guardians.
Yeah.
Stupid fucking name. Should have been Spiders.
Spiders? Gone back old school?
Gonna go old school. That's
Cleveland Spiders. It's
your old school name.
Ring. It has a nice ring to it, too.
Fucking Guardians. Come on now.
Yeah, Guardians.
Yeah. God,
kind of like the Commanders. You know, it's like
yeah.
better names. Better names, people.
Come on now.
Better names. Spiders would have been dope.
It would have been. I like that one.
Could have had a badass logo, too.
Oh, yeah.
Badass logo.
Fuck yeah.
Better than Chief Wahoo, you know.
Yeah.
With his goofy-ass teeth.
I don't know. It's iconic.
It's iconic and it's racism. It's okay.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Say so. This is the sports segment of Beer Night, episode 20, 20XX. We're talking sports, and obviously we're knee deep in NFL season. I think we're on week seven.
Seven. Seven of 17?
Yep.
Technically 18 because they get a bye week.
Yeah, so we're almost halfway through the season. Any kind of what's your opinion so far on the season? Any kind of thing, anything stands out to you?
The Giants being 5-1?
Fucking Giants. And the Jets.
Jets are 4-2.
4-2. The fucking New York teams.
Giants are 5-1. Just let that sink in for a minute here. Just
no one
just take it.
That
take it. Take it in, bitch. Take it all in.
You know what's surprising me too?
What?
AFC West being fucking garbage.
Garbage is a strong word. The Chiefs are still the Chiefs.
Chiefs are Chiefs.
The Chargers
are doing good.
Chargers are good. Chargers are good.
Broncos
the Raiders and the Broncos
Raiders
are not doing good, yeah.
Russell Wilson, bro. Fucking just being not playing very well. He's garbage.
He's not playing very well, but no. I have a much bigger problem, and I'm a Broncos fan. I have a much bigger problem with the play calling. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, they had bad play calling,
it's
especially
terrible. Every single fucking game. There's moments where I'm like, what in the world are you doing?
Horrible fourth down play calling, end zone play calling.
How about first and second and third down play calling? What are you doing? The best example was this game they just had against the Chargers on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
They had a chance to win the game. They were in overtime. They forced the Chargers to go 3 and out. They got the ball back.
Yep.
What the fuck do? They call 3 of the worst plays. Are you trying to win the game? They do 2 vanilla-ass run plays on first and second down. Vanilla as fuck. The second one, after the first one did nothing, the second one was just an inside handoff out of shotgun.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to line up for the field goal. It's like they're trying to line up for the field goal. There's only one problem. You're 75 fucking yards away. What are you doing? You're running an inside handoff. You need first downs. Mm-hmm. And then so of course, first and second down, vanilla ass run plays, they gain a total of 3 yards. So of course they're in 3rd and long.
Yeah.
And then they just call a ugly pass play that has 0 chance. It just has 0 chance. There's no creativity. It was ugly. Now, first half of the game, they actually showed a little bit of creativity. Mm-hmm. There was actually some things happening. They look like an offense.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's good. And then they just, when it comes down to the end, the play calling, I don't know what happens. They just it's like they're just kind of I don't know what to do. What do we do? Let's just hand it off. Just hand it off.
Does he think he's just the rookie coach, or
I don't know.
Not knowing what the fuck to do in certain situations?
I don't know. The play calling has just been ugly.
Is the head coach play calling? Doing the play calling?
It's a good question. I don't know. I've been so. They have an offensive coordinator, but they haven't really divulged who was the primary play caller.
Yeah.
At least not that I've seen. So, but I think the head coach is calling a lot of the plays. Yeah. So Russ hasn't played well, but he's also been injured.
It's a new team too. It's a new team,
and he's been injured. So nobody's giving him the benefit of the doubt. It's open season on Russell Wilson, which is kind of strange to me.
Yeah.
He's never been an unlikable guy.
No,
there's always been.
Seems like everyone likes him a lot, but
no, there's always been this thing where even his former teammates like Richard Sherman and like
he called him out straight up.
Well, he used to when it was in Seattle. Yeah. By the way, fuck Richard Sherman. The guy's got an ego that's bigger than this room. I mean, like he's just give me a break, dude.
Thanks, he's the man. Whatever.
Take it easy, Turbo. Easy, Rod. But like there's nothing wrong with calling someone out for playing bad. He's not playing well. You know, he might have a shoulder injury. Now he has trouble with his hamstring. Whatever. Fine. But he's also not playing well. It's fine to point out he's not playing well, but it's kind of open season. Mm-hmm. And, you know, all the other shit with like the let's ride and the chicken and all that shit, whatever. It's all a bunch of nonsense. But what's funny about it is it's kind of weird. Like he's like the quintessential nice guy. And I think that's why people don't like him.
Too nice.
Too nice.
Well, too nice to play football.
Well, even in Seattle, there used to always be there used to always be rumblings that he was phony.
Yeah,
like people thought it was like kind of all of an act. Yeah. But in his private life is squeaky clean. Mm-hmm. Never been anywhere near being in trouble. Gives a shitload of charity. Him and his wife Ciara.
He's a good guy.
Him and his wife Ciara have done so much for the Seattle community. They've done so much charitable work. They've built. You know, all kinds of facilities for kids and stuff like that. There's no reason to think that he's fake, but for some reason people do. Like they think it's disingenuous, and I think that's why it's really open season. They're just like because Aaron Rodgers ain't playing well. And Aaron Rodgers is getting hated on a little bit, but not like Russell Wilson is. Like it's not close. Be real. Tom Brady, same thing. Like he's getting hated on a little bit, but not like Russell Wilson, where Russell Wilson's basically become like a laughing stock of memes and all kinds of shit. And it's just kind of interesting to me, like
Broncos ride, let's ride.
But like, so an enthusiastic, nice guy is like, and like we just love to see him fail. Like we just love it. We're just loving every. Part of it's the big contract too. He got a big contract. People don't like it when athletes get paid, man.
I guess not.
They get jealous and envious.
Yeah.
Like athletes shouldn't get paid. All the money should just go to the billionaire owners. I guess. I don't know what the fuck.
I guess. Yeah. Speaking of owners, oh my god.
All these people that talk about like that talk about how great capitalism is, but then they don't want people to actually practice capitalism.
We'll get back into football, but did you hear about the owners meeting they had? Like a week ago, just the fucking monstrous of fuck that just happened over there. Fucking Jerry Jones.
The what of fuck?
Monstrous of fuck.
The
monstrous of fuck.
The monstrous of fuck.
Yeah, that's a thing now.
There's a phrase for you.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking, I'm gonna hashtag trademark that monstrous of fuck.
So you hold on. I think you just mixed two things.
That makes you.
You're going to hashtag it, or you're going to trademark it, or you're going to hashtag trademark it.
So a little bit of both.
So it's like hashtag trademark a thing?
Maybe. I'm going to make it happen. That's what what's going on.
So when you say hashtag trademark, does that mean you're actually just going to trademark it?
Trademark it.
I can't speak.
I don't know.
Been hanging out with you too long.
Yeah. But damn, dude, the owners are just going crazy. This NFL season is just fucking nuts.
So about the owners, honestly,
no,
care less.
Care less. The billionaire owners.
Dan Snyder's a douchebag.
Yeah,
we can get rid of him. That's fine.
Definitely get rid of fucking Dan
He's always been a douchebag, though. It's surprising.
The Bills have been fucking amazing, and predicted too.
They still lost a game.
They still lost a game, but looking fucking phenomenal.
No. What are you talking about?
Josh Allen's looking amazing.
Everybody knew that. Yeah. Everybody knew the Bills were going to be great.
I think he just.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew the Giants were going to be fucking 5-1.
No.
And nobody knew the Eagles
were 6-0.
Yeah, no. Fuck the Bills.
Eagles.
The Bills are fine.
And
the Bills are good.
And I'm going to give credit. I hate doing this, but giving credit to the fucking Cowboys.
Stop it.
On winning games with the backup quarterbacks. So they're good job for them, but I hope you fucking fail it. I hope Dak loses 3 games in a row.
Their defense is good. That's why they won those games. Like they did nothing on offense. They did nothing.
Yeah, decent offense.
No.
Not bad.
No, stop it. The Cooper Rush era. Come on.
He's played well.
Well is
very well. Like not throwing interceptions.
Stop it.
He's barely threw any.
But they only threw the ball like 20 times. Come on, they're not throwing the ball 35 times. Let's calm the fuck down. He did well for a backup quarterback.
Yeah. He won them the game.
That's fine. The defense won those games. Stop.
Okay.
The defense is one of the best defenses in the league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Period.
They're doing good.
The offense is not. Let's be real here. So, but the quarterback gets all the attention,
Yeah.
right? So that's really what it boils down to. But their pass rush, Michael Parsons, that defense is the real deal. Yeah. They still got waxed by the Eagles, by the Eagles. Who so them being
great.
Them being 6-0 is far more impressive than what the Bills are doing.
Yeah, yeah. Rooting for the Eagles now.
Everybody knew the Bills were going to be good. That's
great.
It's either them or the Chiefs that are the class of the AFC, so it's not surprising.
I think just Josh Allen was playing fucking just out of his mind. It's great. He's in God mode.
Yeah, but we
knew that.
Like,
yeah.
He was that last year, so
he's playing at expectation.
Yes,
yeah,
the Eagles are exceeding expectations.
Yeah, they are
by far.
Jalen
Jalen Hurts looks
phenomenal right now.
He looks like he's damn near an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
He's not playing as well as Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes, but he's right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably who is playing better than him besides Mahomes and Josh Allen, of course. Who? Now he runs the ball a lot.
Yeah,
he runs the ball a lot, but so does Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So
I can't think of.
So is Lamar Jackson, right?
They're the top three. Yeah, top three right there.
Who would have before the season started? Who would have put Jalen Hurts in the same conversation as Mahomes and Allen?
I don't. Nobody.
Nobody.
Did we? I can't remember. Did we predict?
He's
Phillies?
playing better. Okay, so he's playing better than Herbert.
We gotta look at this.
He's playing better than Justin Herbert.
He is.
Not a ton better, but he is playing better than Justin Herbert.
True. I want to touch on a little bit of the fucking dress-wearing fucking quarterbacks going on. The fucking roughing the passer calls are just fucking ridiculous. So you're playing in the NFL, which is a tackle sport, right? You got to tackle the person that runs the fucking ball, right?
You got to tackle him.
You got to tackle him to the ground.
You got to tackle him without falling on top of them, though.
But how do you
At least for their
do that? You can't throw them to the ground.
No,
recklessly.
You gotta bring them to the ground without throwing them or without falling on top of them.
You gotta make sure that you carry a pillow in your pants to lay him down on the fucking pillow. This is
but even then, if you fell on top of him, on top of the pillow.
Well, yeah,
or if you threw them on top of the pillow.
You're playing in the fucking NFL. You tackle whoever has the fucking. Why have we lost sight of this?
Because
I know it's
because the NFL got in trouble. Because everybody saw the video of Tua's fingers going rigid.
Then don't fucking play in the NFL.
No.
Don't fucking play.
Stop it. That's stupid. That has nothing to do
You're
with that.
in the NFL. You're quarterback. You're supposed to be tackling the quarterback.
You're totally missing the point. The reason why that happened to him is not because he was playing the NFL. Is because he wasn't originally diagnosed with a concussion in the Bills game.
I agree with that.
So the second one, the second concussion in rapid succession is far worse than the first. You saw it firsthand.
That is different, right? That falls on medical. The medical stuff. That doesn't fall on the NFL.
But the roughing the passer but the roughing the passer is just a reaction to that.
It is.
That's all
it's a reaction to that. I agree with that. And it shouldn't be. Right?
Well,
you're playing in the NFL. You're fucking getting tackled.
Yes, but
you're not fucking two-hand touch.
But
right? You're gonna get thrown to the fucking ground. And then if you end
I want to get off on a rant here.
I'm getting off a fucking rant. So if you're in the NFL, if you get a concussion, then fucking get out the game, right? The medical should diagnoose you with a concussion. They didn't do that. They fucked up. Medical fucked up on that situation.
A couple of things. They fired the medical guy.
Good for them.
But also, but the bottom line is the roughing the passer is a reaction to that. It's a PR move.
The roughing the passer has been far beyond that situation anyway. It's been pretty bad.
It has, but not like it is. Not like it. But what you're complaining about?
Yeah.
What you're complaining about
is
a direct reaction to Tua.
I agree.
It's a direct reaction to Tua.
It is.
So
but you're still playing in the NFL where they fucking tackle the person that has the fucking ball.
Steve.
No matter what kind of tackle it is, you're falling on you or throwing you to the ground, you're in the NFL.
Zach.
Go fucking play somewhere else if you don't want to get tackled.
Zach, Steve.
God damn.
Where are they playing?
In the no fun league, apparently. Good fucking God.
We're playing in the NFL. No, you got to be like the former players that get on the broadcast where they can't say NFL.
No.
They have to say in the National Football League.
Yeah.
It'll be super formal every time. So,
Good God, dude.
I hear what you're saying. But the only reason it's happening in the way it did, where they started to crack down harder on the throwing to the ground and the falling on top of, because you could get penalties for that in the past. They just let a lot of it go.
They did a little bit.
They just let a lot of it go.
It's a two effect.
They mostly went after blows to the head and blows below the waist. That's what they mostly went after.
Yeah,
roughing
they did.
the passer.
Yeah.
Now they put the emphasis, just like they did a couple years ago when they put the emphasis on pass interference. It was because of that missed call in the Saints playoff game.
Yeah.
With the Rams.
Big time. Yeah.
That's the bottom line. And so they overreacted for PR reasons, because the sports media got into a tizzy, got their panties wadded. And so they overreacted. And then it eventually regressed back to the mean, and they realized, okay, we shouldn't call pass interference so strict. And the same thing's most likely going to happen here. Now, the mean is still going to be too much.
It is.
So the
yeah,
issue.
it's gonna be way too
So this crap is garbage, yes. But to me, the much bigger issue with roughing the passer has always been the blows to the head.
Yeah.
And they did talk about it in the offseason. They did revise the rule because they always called it as any blow to the head basically was going to get a flag. So when you were trying to block his pass, and then your hand comes down and grazes his helmet, you get a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. It's ridiculous.
It's stupid.
It's game changing. It
is.
It decides wins and losses. And when you're in the NFL where there's so few games because of injury, and there's no series in the playoffs, everything's one and done in the playoffs because of injury, you can't change games like that. You can't, because it changes seasons, right? It changes championships. So that was, to me, was much more ridiculous. They were supposed to work on it this year. I had heard reports that they had reviewed the whole blows to the head thing, and they were going to adjust the way that they were calling it and only do things that were egregious and unnecessary, which is subjective still. But at least they recognized that it was a problem. But now the Tua controversy has thrown up the whole whipping to the ground, because that's what happened. That's what happened to Tua.
He whipped to the ground.
He got whipped
really bad.
and his head bounced off the turf. And then when you drive into the ground and fall on top of them, their head can bounce off the turf as well. And yes, it is a part of the sport. The reason why I think it's expected is because of the controversy that they fucked up. The Dolphins fucked up. Big time. And put Tua not only back in that game.
Yeah.
Because he came back in that game.
No, not the game where he got whipped. It was the
No, it was both.
No, he didn't go back in the game.
Yes, he did. I was watching it.
He was carted off. The carted off?
No. The first game.
Okay, the first game. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the key here. That's where they fucked up.
They
fucked
up.
The second game.
Yeah, I know.
The first game
they
is where
fucked up.
Yes.
He should have been
That's
diagnosed.
what caused all this. Not the second game. The second game just gave you the visual on camera for everybody to see. What caused the issue was the first concussion on Sunday in Buffalo.
Yeah.
He comes back and plays in the second half, and then plays 4 days later on Thursday, which is a national TV audience. Was everybody saw what they saw once his head bounced off the turf again, because your brain needs time to recover from a concussion. It's a bruise on your brain, basically. It can even break blood vessels and stuff like that. 4 days is not enough. There's a reason the concussion protocol is as long as it is, but the problem is they kept selling it as a back injury. Yeah. So he didn't need to be in concussion protocol, so he could play 4 days later. And you see what happens when they get a second concussion when their brain hasn't healed yet.
Exactly.
That's what happens. Your body goes rigid. The fingers went rigid, which made it look even worse.
It was a horrible scene.
So everybody got the visual of it. And look, it's good that everybody got the visual of it, because that is really dangerous, because you're talking about permanent brain damage that is severe. Not like, oh, you got your bell rung, you're going to see stars, and then next week you can come back. No, you're talking about literally ruining somebody's life. So
exactly.
Everything that you're seeing now with the calls is just an overreaction.
It is. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, because you're playing in the National Football League, right? Where you're designed to get hit, right? If you have the ball, you're getting hit. I understand.
There's a couple of things that go along with that, though.
That like unprotected hits and stuff like that.
Yes, that's the key.
I agree with that. I agree with like the ones like the cornerbacks hitting a wide receiver, like, so blatantly like that, like helmet to helmet. I understand that situation, but you're still playing in the NFL. And if you get a concussion playing in the NFL, you should be definitely out of the game, right? Don't fucking bring it back. But you're playing in this dangerous sport already. You should know the repercussions of what's going to happen to you.
It's not no.
Right? Medical should be on top of.
Medical should be not the player.
Right, the player could be like, I'm fine. But medical should
don't say the
out.
player should know the repercussions, because the players are fighting for $1 million jobs. Like, it's not like it's multi-million dollar jobs. Like, they're not going to.
But they signed up to get fucking hit.
But you're
right? Hit all the time.
But you keep saying that. The player is not the issue here. Who cares what they signed up for? The player will go out there half dead if they could. They know what they signed up for.
Yeah.
That's not the issue. They need to be protected from themselves, especially when it comes to brain damage, because brain damage doesn't show
definitely
up.
medical definitely should
brain
pull
doesn't
them
show
out like that.
But brain damage doesn't show up until they're retired.
Yeah.
So like CTE doesn't show up until they're long retired. In the moment, they don't care because they're fighting for a multi-million-dollar job. So this whole idea of you signed up for this,
but now they know what CTE is these days, right? They know what it is.
Hold on. That's why I'm saying you're missing the point, because they know what it is. That's why they are trying to protect this from happening. Now, where they fucked up is by saying he had a back injury when he was wobbling. But so the independent third-party medical examiner that said he did not have a concussion and had a back injury, that person was fired.
Yeah, he fired
so the thing is that no one knows what role the team played into this.
Yeah.
The league shouldn't be necessarily be stepping in and holding a player out. It's not the league's responsibility to do that per se.
Yeah.
It should be the medical and the team's job.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but they didn't. They didn't, and it created this firestorm. But you can't say that you signed up for a rough sport, so just go ahead and get brain damage. No. They need to be protected.
They need to protect from themselves. I agree with that.
So and so knowing what CTE is not the issue. The issue is that in the moment, if he actually had a concussion and they overlooked it for whatever reason to say he had a back injury instead, that's the problem. The problem. That's what led to him playing a second game in 4 days and getting a second concussion, which is way worse than the first.
Yeah.
And can cause actual brain damage. That's the problem, is the first one getting overlooked for whatever reason. Okay. Nobody knows what's happening behind closed doors.
Okay. I'm going to stop and forget about Tua and that whole situation.
One thing I did want to say, actually forgot, going back to the unprotected thing, the reason why the emphasis has always been heavy on quarterbacks is because they're prone, right?
They are.
They get paid to look past the rush, down the field, and deliver the ball no matter what is in their face. And if they don't do that, they're Jim Everett being called Chris Everett by Jim Rome, right?
Yeah.
So that's what they're paid to do. They are paid to look past the people that are trying to kill them. And so therefore they can't protect themselves because they're not even looking at them. They're looking down the field and deliver the ball under any and all costs. And so their body's in a prone position. They can't protect themselves. So the only thing that can protect them is the rules. Now, with that being said, does that mean we should 15-yard penalty, automatic first down to someone who grazes their helmet with their arm? No, obviously not. But there is a logic behind it, and it does make sense. The same way that a receiver who gets paid to go up and get the ball, he's paid to do that. If he doesn't do that, they're going to make fun of him and say he's got alligator arms, he's afraid to take a hit.
Maybe
so he gets and he'll lose his job. He gets paid to go up there and get the ball. So you do have to protect him from getting lit up in his head and getting brain damage. I mean, it's fairly simple.
Maybe it should be a reviewed play.
Well,
possibly
the Chris Jones one certainly, because it's a tackle.
Yeah.
It's a tackle. Yes, he fell on top of him, but it's a tackle. Tackle. And you
maybe it's a reviewed play.
You changed the game. Now you didn't necessarily change the winner. Not in that case. In playoffs where the margin is more narrow, you could easily decide a winner with a call like that.
Yeah.
In this, they didn't decide the winner, but they did change the flow of the game a little bit. So, yeah, you can't. It was because why did they change the flow of the game? Because it was a turnover. He stripped the ball.
Exactly.
And took away. It was a fumble recovery on his part, basically. I mean, you changed So not only do you essentially turn the ball over from the Chiefs, right? It'd be no different than if Patrick Mahomes went on the next play and threw an interception. They took the ball back from the Chiefs and gave the Raiders 15 yards and gave them an automatic first down on third down.
Yeah.
Like you just totally changed
the entire game
for what is essentially a tackle.
Yeah, exactly.
For what's a tackle. And Yes,
Maybe
it is dumb.
Needs to be
It's-
reviewed.
it was
flags thrown. It needs to be reviewed.
and it was an overreaction to bad PR, which
Exactly.
this is not the first time the NFL has done anything.
Exactly. No. All right. Well, that is our NFL. Real quick and more NFL news before we move on from the NFL. What's that? Panthers.
Oh,
running
that
back?
guy. Yeah, that guy.
What's his fucking name?
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey? Is that his name? I forget.
What's his first name?
I don't remember right now.
Christian McCaffrey.
Went to the Niners. Fucking
Niners.
traded to the Panthers are on their fire sale, right? Trade everyone. We're fucking starting over. We're rebuilding. They traded, I think they're one of their wide receivers, I believe.
That's because they got in the fight.
Yeah, exactly. They're in fire sale right now, so I think McCaffrey is gonna be good on the Niners.
Oh yeah, because Kyle Shanahan's gonna use the shit out of him. Kyle Shanahan's like a kid in a candy store right now. He's like, oh yeah, I got Debo and McCaffrey. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
He's I guarantee you he's staying up late and like drinking coffee at 3 a.m. just drawing up plays.
McCaffrey,
Yeah.
Debo,
Yeah.
fucking like what do they call it? Like I forget, like fucking quarterback. Hands it off to Debo. Hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey throws it to Debo. I don't know, some bullshit like that.
It's all these trick plays.
Trick plays with both of those guys.
What's interesting about the Shanahans, especially, but also but Kyle, is they don't do a lot of trick plays. They just
run it.
They
fucking
do
hell.
but it's well designed.
Yeah.
Run like it's not a trick play, but it's a creative play. That's the difference. Like you're like, oh, that was kind of cool what they did there, but it's not like some goofy gadget play. Like that.
Exactly.
So there's just good offensive minds, and like if there's one guy who knows how to use a dynamic running back, it's Kyle Shanahan. So should be fun to watch. Should be fun. The only other team that I think would have been really fun to have him on would have probably been the Chiefs. I think because Andy Reid's another guy
that's true.
If you look at his history with like
play calling,
if you look at his history with like Brian Westbrook and guys like that, like really kind of like Swiss Army knife type backs. Even Clyde Edwards-Helaire to a certain extent, who's nowhere near as good as McCaffrey, but Andy Reid finds creative ways to use him, right? And that would have been another good spot for him to land. But the Niners will be fun.
So we're knee deep in the NFL season. We'll probably see you in mid-December. We're going to Vegas. We're betting on some football games. I might put some
Vegas
shorts up from Vegas. What stays in Vegas will be on our YouTube channel.
You're going to wear some shorts?
Of course. Always wear shorts, bro.
Shorts in December.
Yes.
We're Californians. You know that.
Yeah, damn right. So keep an eye out in December for some Vegas videos, baby.
Oh, great.
MLB playoffs are fucking front and center right now. So this is news. Padres lost to the Phillies 4-2. Damn. Phillies.
I think the Phillies are going to take that series.
I think so too. I don't want to. So I want to go to a World Series game. I want to go to see the Padres play in the World Series. Let's go. Let's go Padres. Just nothing better than fucking playoff baseball. It's so much fun to watch. Because every pitch matters. Every inning matters.
It's definitely more fun to watch than regular season baseball.
I like going to regular season baseball games. Like going to see it live is fun. But watching it on TV, it could be a bore a little bit here and there. The fucking Yankees, they're losing to Houston. I think it's 1-1. I believe. Is it no?
No, it's 2-0.
2-0. That's right. It's
2-0 Houston.
Houston. So I think Houston might take that series. Houston looks like a dominant team right now. Good pitching. Verlander fucking just coming out of nowhere and just dominating still. I think he's like 37.
I don't know if he exactly came out of nowhere.
Oh no. He had an injury not too long ago. He's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Came back from that injury, so he's still fucking dominant pitcher. He always is.
He's still an ace.
Yeah. The Guardians didn't make it past the Yankees. I do like the format of these new series.
The 3, 5, and 7.
I don't like the 5. I don't like the 5. I like
but
it.
You like the 3?
I like the 3 because.
But why?
So the division winners.
Yeah.
of the get home field advantage
The division?
all three games. Get home field advantage with the wild card team. I do like that aspect. It's really cool, right? And then but 3 road teams won though, which is
Yeah.
kind of whatever.
Yeah. So, but
I do like that aspect.
Question: Why wouldn't you do 2-1?
I mean 2-1. You mean
2 games
Yeah.
for the division winner
uh-huh.
at home, 1 game for the wild card team at home.
I don't like the one game though.
Why?
Like it because like I think
You
it needs
have
to
to
be
reward
like,
the team for. You have to reward the team's home fans for getting into the playoffs.
I think
game.
I think the reward is being home field advantage the entire
Well,
the
2
entire
2-1. I got news for you. Still
Yeah.
an advantage.
It is. I don't know. I just like this new. I like the new one. Like the
I feel
3-game series.
I feel like look.
I wish the
Think about-
divisional was 7.
Think about a team like the Padres.
Yeah.
Okay, who don't go to the playoffs very often. They finally get there.
Yeah.
They get knocked out in the first round, which they didn't. But let's say they did, because they got a really good team now, so they're
Yeah,
going to be, they're not first round knockout caliber. But let's say, back in the days when they were kind of the doldrums, like they weren't very good.
Yeah.
But they finally make it to the playoffs. They get knocked out in that 3-game series. I think you want to give them home fans 1 game. One fucking playoff game.
No. I don't.
But that's the spirit of sports, man. That's
No.
live sports. You got to give the home fans 1 game.
I don't know.
That's the spirit of live sports.
But you gotta.
Especially baseball, because baseball is such a regional sport. It's not a
Yeah.
national sport like the NFL.
Yeah,
It's not.
It's not.
The playoffs are more
true.
national, but they're still not super national. Not like the NFL. Nowhere near that.
I don't know.
obviously.
You got to give something to the winners of the division.
They get
right?
they get
You get 2 games.
2 games versus 1.
I think it's just the travel. They don't want to travel. They don't want to spend money on travel. I don't know. I do wish the divisional round was 7 games though, instead of 5.
Yeah, that's a strange one.
The 5 is
Because basketball went to that a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's funny, a lot of basketball analysts complain about the playoffs being too long, and they say, "Hey, bring back the 5 games in what equates to the divisional round."
Yeah.
Basically before the conference finals.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So, and the basketball will never do it. They'll never go back because it's revenue. Like
Yep.
they're not going to just give up money. Like it doesn't make sense. Like it's a business. Like they're there to make money. They're not going to be like, let's cut out, 2 times 4 series, so
Yeah.
8 games with all that TV money and then all the tickets and the concessions and all that stuff, but mostly the TV money,
Yeah.
which is big. Not just gonna give that back. Like they're
Yeah.
gonna once the train's done left the station, it's gone. Like so, if MLB ever goes to 7 games, they ain't ever going back to 5. Like because the money's gonna be too big. Like why would you give that up? It doesn't make sense. But what's interesting is that in basketball, people almost like the 5-game, that 5-game series,
5-game
the
series,
opening, the one that
Yeah,
opens,
the opens, yeah.
yeah, the opens. So it's not the divisional round, I guess it's the opening.
Yeah, yeah.
What the equivalent of the wild card round, basically. Yeah, and I kind of agree. Like I think the opening round should be differentiated. I don't think it needs to be 7 games because a lot of those series are bad.
Yeah, they're just bad.
They're bad because you have 1 versus 8.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
exactly.
like and 2 versus 7, and then the middle series tend to be pretty good.
Pretty
But
good,
the 1-8, 2-7s, other than the every once in a long while, there's that rare occurrence when the 8 beats the 1
Yeah,
or the
very
7 beats
rare,
the 2.
very
It's
rare,
very
but
rare.
yeah,
The 6
it
beats
happens,
the 3,
though, yeah.
but it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
But you know why it's rare? Because it's fucking 7-game series.
Exactly.
5-game series would happen more. It'd be more exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll never go back to it. And
No,
now
no.
that's one of the reasons why the NBA playoffs are excruciatingly long is because that first wild card series, what they don't call it a wild card, but was essentially a wild card.
Yeah, it is.
Takes like a week and a half.
I know.
It takes like a week and a half
Yeah.
for the 1 versus 8. It's like Jesus, can we get
I
this
know,
shit over?
I know. It's maybe do in MLB do the 5-game series in the first round, then go 7-7-7. I think so. I like that idea.
Yeah, a 5 wild card, but MLB has been steadfast in keeping their playoffs short. It's insane to me because not insane, but it's interesting to me because the other sports, NBA in particular, was doing it for revenue purposes, and NFL has expanded their playoffs for revenue purposes as well. MLB has been kind of steadfast in wanting to keep their playoffs short. It's interesting
I don't
to
know
me.
why. Yeah, I don't know because their best series
That's their
is
best
a 7-7 series.
Well,
The best
and
series is
their
7.
their best product is the postseason
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
By far, their best product. It's the most. You said it's the most entertaining to
It
watch.
is,
It's
it
the
is.
most
And
exciting.
then, especially a 7-game series. Like,
But you know,
and you look back at the. I always look back at the Yankees in Boston when Boston was down 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
And that's just, I think that was the ALDS, the championship for the Go to World Series. It's just if you watch the 30 for 30
CS, not DS.
Yeah. If you watch the fucking documentary on 30 for 30, it's fucking fantastic, dude. I can't believe that I've lived through that. This is an amazing
it's crazy,
comeback. It's crazy.
It was
You miss out on that when you go 3-5, 7-7. You kind of miss out on that a little bit.
well.
Maybe like
You
the
still
beginning
get
rounds,
the
but
CS and the World
Yeah,
Series,
yeah.
right? So those are still your 7-game series. But I think part of baseball's problem is they're so hard up on tradition.
yeah,
They're so stuck on it. I'm shocked that they added the wild card and the playing game. The playing game's really cool too because it's one and done.
But they got rid of that. They got rid of it
They
this
did?
year. Yeah, it's not. There's no playing game.
You're right. That's right.
Because
they
it's
did.
now a three
Because it's a
game
3-game
series.
series. No, you're right. Yeah, but the playing game was cool. One and done.
Yeah, I did like it. I did
It was
like
kind
it,
of
yeah.
cool. It was a different.
But you
twist.
had to strategize too for it too as well, because like 3 games in the regular season, it depends on how back far you're into getting in. You got to set up your pitching for that.
Yeah,
actually.
absolutely.
You got to strategize.
And you got to get your rotation right. So, but they're just. So it's kind of a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
Like they are bucking tradition a little bit by adding the wild card stuff. An extra round, basically.
Yeah,
so
it is,
like, but at the same time, they're still kind of stuck on the DS is 5 games, the DS is 5 games, the DS is 5 games, and then the CS is 7 games.
Yeah,
They're stuck on that. And it's interesting to me because they would do nothing but make more money.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't care. Like the 5 games doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I really don't care. It would have helped out the Dodgers, for example.
Fucking Dodgers. You got some explaining to do.
But
111 wins and you fucking lose to the fucking Padres?
well, let's
Fucking
not
fire your coach, bro. This is
let's-
ridiculous.
Let's not act like the Padres are a bad team.
They're a great team. Great fucking money. Fucking highest payroll.
But they're not.
Fucking
They're not.
lose out in the
They're not as
second
good as
round?
they're not as good as the Dodgers. So for example, a 7-game series would have definitely helped the Dodgers.
It would
because
have. I think they.
one thing
would
about a
have
7-game series is it encourages the cream to rise to the top.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
It's so tough for a team that's not as good to beat a better team 4 out of 7.
Exactly.
It's really, really tough. 3 out of 5 is doable. 4 out of 7 is tough. So the Padres might have still been able to pull it off.
Yeah.
They might have, but the Dodgers certainly would have had a much better chance.
Yeah.
So I guess there's that argument. Like butthurt. Fans will be like, 7-game series would help us. Maybe. It probably would have in all honesty, but
Fucking Dodgers coach should have poor pitching management.
it's
and shit
not
like that.
called a coach in baseball. It's called a manager.
Manager. Same thing. Anything else going on oh my god. Oh, look at him.
She was driving me nuts.
Oh
Fucking
my god. Fuck it.
Indians.
Bro. Got some merch if you want to buy it.
Cleveland. If it's not the movie Major League, I don't care.
Movie.
Yes, it is.
Great movie. NBA just started.
Let's not talk about the NBA.
No?
It's just, who cares? It's
Lakers going all the way. Not really. You want to go to a Lakers game this year?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sure.
Got to find a game you want to go to. Spend some money.
See Patrick Beverly get in a fight with somebody.
Yeah.
He never actually really gets in a fight. He never goes all Draymond Green on somebody.
No. Punching nobody in the face,
He just
with
likes
his
to
own
talk.
teammate.
He just likes to talk.
Yeah,
He likes to talk.
It's early in this. 2 games in, I think. 3 games in. Something like that.
Don't matter.
Fresh off the NBA. Who's going to the finals?
Who cares?
No, you don't care?
Not until after Christmas. Then
No.
we can talk about
Wait till after Christmas.
NBA Finals predictions. Yeah.
Yeah, let's trade Russell Westbrook.
Seriously, the
Lakers trade
fucking
Russell
finals
Westbrook.
are 9 months from now. You realize that?
Oh, Jesus Christ. How long is the NBA
I'm sorry.
the
I'm
longest
sorry.
season?
Sorry, 8 months.
Is
8
the
months.
NBA the longest season in all sports?
NHL's right there.
NHL's
Baseball's certainly right there.
Yeah.
Baseball goes, baseball goes a solid
So April, May,
7
June,
months.
July, August,
7.
September, October.
7 months.
7 months.
Yeah, it's 7
Yeah.
months.
October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, 9 months for NBA.
8 to 9, yeah.
8 to 9.
It's,
Usually they finish
October to, but I think
sometimes the World
Finals
Series goes
bleed-
into
I think
November.
that's why I said
Sometimes,
7.
yeah.
That's why I said 7 because April to October is
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
So 7 will be
Yeah,
November. But I think the NBA Finals bleed into July sometimes.
Sometimes,
I think it's like 8 or 9 months.
Fuck, dude. Those NBA feats, bro.
Yeah.
Those feats. Whew. Running up and down the courts. Is that all for a sports segment? You got anything else?
I think we're probably pretty good
Pretty
on
good.
this segment.
No
I don't
golf
know.
news.
It doesn't need to go
or
for a fucking hour.
NHL news.
Okay, so I'll give you one piece of golf stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything that Phil said that he was getting a lot of shit for,
Yeah.
guess what? It's all happening.
It is, huh?
It's all happening.
All right.
All of a sudden, the PGA Tour is forking out more money,
We need the money.
softening
Show
up the
me
schedule a little
money.
bit.
Yeah.
Because why? The players have leverage now, which is exactly what Phil was saying and got fucking crushed for it. And now it's all coming true. So, to be fair, he also got crushed for his insensitivity to
Yeah.
the humanitarian issues in Saudi Arabia. But the actual PGA-related stuff that he was saying was clearly spot fucking on because a lot of it's changing now
Yeah.
in exactly the way he said it should change. So,
Damn right.
kind of interesting.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up sports for October. October in sports is fantastic. You got NBA starting, MLB playoffs going, fucking
Football.
knee deep in football, college football. We forgot about college football.
Fuck
Tennessee.
college football. Fuck
That
college
Tennessee fucking whip. Not really.
No, they won the
but
game.
They won the game.
It's a good game.
Good game.
Good
Fucking
game.
fantastic game. I don't really watch college football, but
No, I don't.
That was
college football.
fantastic
Too many
game.
marching bands. Hockey.
Hockey,
as well.
hockey.
Hockey also started.
NCAA basketball is starting, I think, later this month. No one cares about that shit.
It doesn't start.
I think it starts at the end of the
Sure.
month. I think so. I think it's at the end of the month. But good time. We're not in sports in July. We're at sports in October. This is Beer Night episode 22X. There goes my fucking thing.
Put that anywhere.
Yeah. Cheers to you. Got more coming.